What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. We're doing NBA Legends. Explain how crazy, scary, good Jerry West was. I don't know much about this guy. I know I'm not gonna do a bunch of research. Some guy literally commented and said, "Do your research, dude." But no, I'm good. If I did research, there would be no point in me reacting to the videos. So, that being said, thank you guys for 220 subscribers. I appreciate it. And all the comments y'all been giving me and the likes. I love it. Let's get into it.
Jerry West, also known as the logo, Mr. Clutch. You can honestly end it right there because his name speaks for itself. But I want to give you an insight into how good he was because many people, including myself, haven't watched him play live. Or some people watching this video might have caught him at the end of his career. So Jerry West is one of the greatest combo guards of all time. Or you can say guard since there wasn't a primary position in the 60s. A player was either called a guard, forward, or a center. He made the All-Star game every year of his career, making him one of the 4 players in NBA history to do that. He also led the Lakers to the finals 9 times. Even though he only won 1 championship, you can't really blame him since he did go against that Celtics dynasty.
I know they're about to talk about the reason why he only won 1, but he went to the finals 9 times with the Lakers. Holy smokes. And to be honest, for some stupid reason, I was thinking, I thought he played for Warriors too. Maybe he didn't, but I don't know.
Majority of the time. And it was not like he was playing bad Lakers to the finals 9 times. Even though he only won 1 championship, you can't really blame him since he did go against that Celtics dynasty majority of the time. And it was not like he was playing badly against them too. He was putting some incredible numbers. Like he was playing so well that he won finals MVP on the losing team. He is the only player that has ever done that. I believe he's one of those players that can fit in any era just because of his superb footwork and he was able to shoot it from anywhere. So I compiled highlights and NBA legends and players talking about how good prime Jerry West was. So enjoy the video, man.
Jerry was the type of player that, you know, would embarrass you. He was so quick and fast. I mean, he'd just blow right by you.
That's Jerry West. This fella can shoot a little bit.
He was the guy I did not want to play because he was so quick and he could leap and he could get to a spot and all of a sudden he's up. You don't even have time to get up to try to block a shot. That's how good he was.
Playing with a legend team that has the great Jerry West, who was in his twilight, and Wilt Chamberlain, who was in his twilight, and Gail Goodrich, as far as was the star of the team, and names that you would even not even know. I can't even tell you who the heck they were. You understand? We did not have this awesome talent.
Jerry West.
His pull-up jump shot was absolutely vicious. See, that was just,
He
he
had
was
a good
more of a
form.
dynamic pull-up shooter. See that right there? So Oscars was, using his body, but you see Jerry's kind of like me. He's wiry, kind of uses quickness to get guys off. See?
Nice little up fake.
I use that a lot too. I'm actually watching the defender a lot and trying to figure out, what is he seeing as an offensive player to make him do what he's doing, or why that makes sense in terms of what is he thinking at that moment, and why did that move work.
First guard would be, it's tough, because Jerry West was a terrific player, too,
And no one delivered more consistently than Mr. Clutch, Jerry West. From the first time he put on a Laker uniform, West showed that he wasn't afraid to take the crucial shot. In fact, he welcomed it.
It's almost like an arrogance that you don't think you can fail. And particularly when the game's on the line, it seems like it's easier.
2 seconds, 1 second. West throws it up.
That's for the win.
West threw it up and makes
Oh,
it.
the top.
If you do it once, you like the feeling. And if you like the feeling, you want to do it again.
I think Jerry West is one of the all-time greats. There was no player that could stop him in the league. If you played a big player to try and take away the jump shot from him, he'd out-quick him and beat him on a drive. If you try to play a quick player on him so you could take away his drive, he'd shoot over the top of that player.
Jerry with 8 in the timer shoots a 20-foot 4 shot and makes it. Jerry West off of the wrong foot, I believe, Lynn.
Jerry West
in my opinion, was a fierce competitor. He was a clutch player. He was never afraid to take a key shot.
West stops for a 20-foot right-hander. It's good.
You know, a lot of times in my career, you know, we'd go over and have a timeout and be a close game or a tie game, and I didn't want to play to be run. Just give me the basketball, and let's see what happens. And I think that's the kind of attitude.
And he could shoot that ball, and he could run that court. Right close by to his offensive prowess was his defensive ability. And to me, Jerry West was the most underrated defense.
I will say this, Jerry West, what year ranges, when he started in his retirement? What's the year range there? And what type of opponents did he play? Uh, what era? I guess I don't know. But he actually had a decent form for a jump shot for how long ago that is. Because I watched some old school games, and most people had horrible looking jump shots. Birds was all right, a little far back, but no one can stop it. Magic's one-handed kind of. It's kind of weird, but yeah, you don't see very many from back then that have actual great looking jump shots. His isn't that bad. Just wanted to point that out.
To his offensive prowess was his defensive ability. And to me, Jerry West was the most underrated defensive player in that era.
It seemed that every time he was called upon, why, he answered the call very well. But the talent obviously has to be there. If Jerry had been just another guard who shot it pretty well, or didn't have the moves to free himself or get away from just about any kind of defensive pressure, you know, that wouldn't have worked, and he wouldn't have become Mr. Clutch.
We knew that if we got close in a game, we had a tie game or one down, and we could get the ball to West for that last shot, we were home free. He put it in. It was like money in the bank.
Imperturbable. A lot of things, a lot of problems on the Lakers, a lot of coaching changes. Nothing ever disturbed Jerry West. I would always say that you could drop bombs around him when he was taking off that jump shot, and as long as the shrapnel never hit his hands, he was going to sink it. That was Jerry West.
It was only when I began to play with Jerry West that I realized that he was the best I'd ever seen at that position. His instincts were the best I've ever seen.
Jerry, I think, deservedly has to be looked upon as perhaps the premier guard that's ever played the game.
Jerry West is probably the finest basketball player that ever played the game.
Jerry was a guy that just had super confidence, and it bordered on being cocky. He totally confused me, and he saw the look in my eyes, one of these looking around, looking for help, and then he just went to work.
Person going to the wire, we always went to Jerry West. The last shot of the game, he's going to make it. His nickname was Mr. Clutch.
Jerry West was the equal of Michael Jordan.
Michael might have played the game maybe more athletic than Jerry did, but there wasn't a better clutch player in the history of the NBA other than Jerry West.
Now you're going to have Jerry West probably get it, and he's going to try to go all the way, most likely.
He would let it go, and he would just start running to the locker room.
5, 4, 3, 2 points.
Everyone knew Jerry West was going to get the basketball. Before Jerry West shot the basketball, he would always boom, boom, boom. Dribble the basketball really hard, twice. Boom, boom, boom.
Bang, bang, shoot. Bang, bang.
I mean, drive, stop, up, form, in.
You would think that he wasn't that quick, and he was. You would think that he wasn't that aggressive, and he was. You would think that he wasn't that strong, and he was, and the guy was a smart player.
He got all of his accolades because he was such a prolific scorer. But people...
That was a tough shot.
You would think that he wasn't that strong, and he was, and the guy was a smart player.
He got all of his accolades because he was such a prolific scorer.
That's a tough shot.
But people who knew the game and who had to play against him respected how good he was defensively.
There would be situations where you'd come down 3-on-1 with Jerry West, the only defender, and you were afraid to do anything with the ball because you knew you'd have it going the other way with it.
Hated losing more than any man I've ever been around in my life. Running off the court to the locker room, I see this guy, West, dribbling up the court with this hell-bent look on his face, you know. I was like, what is wrong with him?
2 seconds, 1 second. West throws it up. He makes it.
It's the most jubilant I've ever seen Jerry West. He knew that Mr. Clutch had hit again.
If he had a bad game, he did not rest. And believe me, having room with him, I can tell you this unequivocally, he did not rest until he rectified that bad game.
It was only when I began to play with Jerry West that I realized that he was the best I'd ever seen at that position. His instincts were the best I've ever seen.
Doing that back then, that's good. Looking at every move the defense make. Yeah. Dang, right in his face. Right in his face. How was the sound? All the way.
So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video and tell me where would you rank Jerry West on the all-time list. So make sure you like, share, subscribe, show love to the YG gang, and I'm out.
Wow. A lot of people respected him. I didn't realize that he was actually shooting threes, a lot of three-pointers without the three-point line too. He could have easily been shooting threes. But good jump shot. He shoots over people, gets a lot of rebounds, he's stealing, he's constantly running. I see what all the fuss is about for sure. Y'all let me know the when he started in the retirement here, so I can kind of get the gist of who all he was playing against and stuff like that. Anyway, that was fun. Y'all hit the subscribe button, whatever, and I will see you guys later. Peace.